Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. I've had this one for a bit. I didn't want to rush and make a video, but I also don't really need 20 minutes to cover it. So here's a quick take that took a while to get to. But before we get into that, don't forget to check this great discount for it. You can find the link in both the video description and the top comment below. Alright, enough talk. Let's get right into it.
Let's start with our first reviewer's experience.
This reviewer came to this mesh system after a long and frustrating search for a reliable home network solution. Our client's previous experiences with other popular brands were marked by significant issues, ranging from unhelpful technical support that rendered a router useless to another system that, despite a fantastic software interface, suffered from crippling hardware failures. The main problem was relentless instability. Satellite nodes would constantly drop their connection to the main unit, even when placed well within the recommended range. This led to a constant, infuriating cycle of resetting the devices, reconfiguring the entire network, and watching the connections fail all over again. In stark contrast, this new mesh system has been a breath of fresh air. The initial setup was straightforward and easily accomplished using a mobile app, though our reviewer notes that the web-based interface is better for fine-tuning more advanced security settings. While its user interface may not be as flashy as some competitors, its rock-solid performance is what truly matters. Since its installation, the network has been exceptionally stable, with no dropped connections or random reboots. The satellite units maintain a strong and consistent link, providing reliable coverage throughout the home. One of the extenders is now connected directly to a smart TV, and it has completely eliminated the buffering problems that were common with the previous setups. The system capably handles all the necessary functions, like firewall management and assigning static IPs for smart home devices. The only notable drawback is the lack of support for the WireGuard VPN protocol, as it only offers OpenVPN. However, given the system's incredible reliability, this is a minor compromise. For this user, the sheer relief of having a network that simply works without constant tinkering has made it the clear winner.
To get things started, let's hear from our first reviewer.
This reviewer initially purchased the main router unit for a new mesh system, thinking a single device would be sufficient for their small apartment. They soon discovered this was a mistake, as the Wi-Fi signal from the living room couldn't reliably reach the bedrooms in the back. To solve this, our reviewer bought a standalone satellite unit to expand the network's coverage. However, the standard setup process, which involved simply plugging in the new satellite and pressing the sync buttons on both devices, failed completely. This left them with a persistent error light and a lot of frustration. Fortunately, this client found a detailed guide from another user online that outlined a more manual but effective solution. The trick, it turned out, was to bypass the wireless sync process entirely at first. They had to connect the new satellite directly to the main router with an Ethernet cable. After it powered on, they logged into the system's web portal to find the unique IP address for the newly connected satellite. Using this address in a new browser tab allowed them to access the satellite's individual settings page. The core of the problem was a firmware mismatch between the new satellite and the existing router. The reviewer then downloaded the correct, matching firmware from the manufacturer's support website, noting that it was crucial to grab the file specifically for the satellite model, not the router. After manually uploading the file and letting the device update, the system finally recognized the new hardware. They could then unplug the satellite and place it in the desired location, where it connected perfectly and provided excellent signal throughout their entire home.
Wonderful. Now, let's explore the feedback from our next reviewer.
This reviewer had a common problem, needing a strong, reliable Wi-Fi signal throughout the entire house, especially after relocating their home office. Initially, our reviewer tried a simple Wi-Fi extender to boost the signal, and while it seemed like a decent temporary fix, it ultimately proved inadequate. The connection was unstable, and the client wasn't getting the full bandwidth they were paying for, especially in the new office space. Faced with dropped calls and slow downloads, this client looked into upgrading their internet plan, but then turned their attention to mesh systems. While this particular mesh system was significantly more expensive than the initial extender, our reviewer found it to be worth every penny. The difference was night and day. Instead of a weak, fluctuating signal, the client now enjoys solid, reliable Wi-Fi coverage in every corner of their home. Our reviewer was amazed by the consistent strength of the signal, reporting near-perfect connectivity throughout the entire house. No more bouncing between networks or competing for bandwidth. The setup process was surprisingly easy, and the app is intuitive and user-friendly. Despite initial concerns about coverage in a multi-story home, the reviewer found that the base system was more than sufficient. While acknowledging that this whole home Wi-Fi system is one of the pricier options available, this client is confident that it represents a worthwhile investment in next-generation technology. If you're serious about getting a strong, dependable Wi-Fi signal throughout your home and you're willing to spend the money, our reviewer heartily recommends this particular solution. After researching and considering other options, they believe it's the best one on the market and are completely satisfied with the performance.
That's it for this one. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share your thoughts below. Appreciate you watching. See you next time.